I'm almost reluctant to say this, but I've been a bit of a lightning rod on public employee pension reform. I authored the bill that we did pass, the first one, 1609. Most of it got struck down by the court. I think we're going to have to look at that yet again, because public employee pensions very much have the capacity to put the financial survival of municipalities at risk, where they would actually go bankrupt. So I think we're going to have to deal with that to some extent. In the last session, as you may know, I was much involved in the decision to close the elected officials' retirement plan and replace it with a defined contribution plan, which is like an IRA or a 401k, where you're more like a 401k because you're getting matches. We were able to accomplish that and close EORP. ASRS, which was where most state employees are, is actuarially significantly more sound than is PSPRS and CORP, the Correctional Officers Retirement Plan. Those two plans are frankly at significant risk of causing harm, very, very significant harm to municipal government. When you start talking about the prospects of paying 30, 40, even a higher percentage of your entire city budget to service the cost of your public employee pension plans, that's not going to leave an awfully lot of money to fix those roads I talked about, or to hire those police officers or those firefighters that are out there today doing those things, or keep your libraries open, or any of those sorts of things. So that's an area that, even though like I say, it was such a struggle. It was a brutal battle to try to get 1609. EORP wasn't as tough to actually get through because all the legislators were afraid to vote no, because it would have looked really bad if they had said it's good to close the pension plan for other folks but not for us. So I kind of had the rest of the legislature in a pickle as far as supporting closing EORP was concerned. Of course, none of the judges weren't happy, and they resisted vigorously, but there wasn't a whole lot they could do at the end, and the governor signed the bill. So anyway, that would be a priority. Education is a passion of mine. I'm a significant, fairly well documented proponent of school choice as being one of the great ways to improve student academic achievement in the state of Arizona. And when I say school choice, I always talk about the whole mosaic of school choice, and in my mind that includes open enrollment for district schools, charter schools, scholarship tax credit for private school tuition, a very friendly homeschool environment, online educational opportunities, and then sort of the issue of the last session, the empowerment scholarship accounts as well. I think we need to continue to make the case for school choice and competition, because I am a firm believer that competition and the significant peer-reviewed academic literature clearly confirms that as school choice expands, as competition increases, even though the bulk of your kids are still over here in a traditional district school, when competition, be it from charters or from private schools or from home schools, as competition increases, both of those cohorts, both of those groups of students perform better. Student academic achievement will go up as a result of competition. I'm a firm believer. I believe in free enterprise within the context of business, and I believe that if you can bring increasing amounts of competition to education, the kids win. Now, you also, over on the district side, need to drive more and more funds into the classroom. Good teachers result cause greater student achievement. And so we need to get more of those dollars into the classrooms, and frankly less dollars into other stuff that educators do. Even though those things may be good, but when we do better, when we have more of the best teachers and we pay them better and they achieve more, and you have a system where you actually can recognize and compensate the better teachers, kids win. Absolutely, believe it firmly. So those would be two of my priorities: pension reform and improving student academic achievement.